Dongrig would often backfires because they just do stuff so much better than you and you have no idea why they're actually doing it so much better than you.
That's what happens to me every time I try to copy Stefano. I was like, oh, I'll just do what he does. And at 15 minutes, I have less stuff than him, fewer drones, worse economy.
And the pros player has a better army even though he's a mid-masters player. Ain't that right?
Inevitably. So, I mean, it's just like...
Why do these guys with 600 points have bigger armies than MC and Puzzle? This makes no sense.
Absolutely no sense.
SKMC is of course our red proto spawning on the right bottom side of Whirlwind, opening up with a gateway, man. While Liquid Sheth is of course our purple Zerg spawning on the left top side. We saw a big upset last night in the NASL. This is one of your first nights watching the NASL, as I've seen quite some people commenting on the Team Liquid forums. Last night, Lowly, the Belarusian Zerg player, managed to defeat Liquid Hero, which was only the second best of 3 Liquid Hero ever lost playing online at the NASL, as he was before that 17-1, only ever losing to the Muslim.
It was a crazy series, and I think that series really spoke to the state of Protoss versus Zerg these days, because I thought Hero played pretty exceptionally.
Yeah, I felt he was doing really well. He was doing it hero style, Warp Prisms being active and stuff, but Zerg players got a lot better against this whole Warp Prism playstyle. When they know where to get Spore Crawlers, they know to get the right amount of Spine Crawlers, and they also know to not just blindly make 26 Broodlords and nothing else, as you need still a few units on the ground to deal with some Warp hits.
Zergs have also learned that if you can get that critical mass of Broodlord and Fester, anything's possible. It certainly looks at points like Lowly was completely dead against Hero, but he slowly but surely managed to reach that oh so important mass and eventually overwhelmed and killed Hero.
I want to excuse, by the way, for all the times that I'm rubbing my eye tonight on camera. It's because my contact lenses are slightly irritating me, and it's been a long broadcast ban, and I can't do anything about it. So for the people who wonder why I keep rubbing my eyes, that's why. I'm having hard contact lenses, and they can be quite uncomfortable.
We got to get you to the eye doctor.
I will go soon, as I'm back to Holland, as I have more faith in Dutch doctors than American doctors.
That's
That's the dumbest thing you ever heard.
It is.
Don't say it.
It is.
No, because at least they have all my records and stuff, so I'll be fine, man.
Everybody knows that American doctors are the smartest, best, most practiced doctors in the world.
Most overpaid.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, I know. I'm just teasing you, Ben. First Zealot from MC is making its way across the map, and Sheth doesn't really have a lot of links out right now. I'm surprised, by the way, that this Zealot is able to march across the map, because Whirlwind is a damn big map. Now, of course, Sheth is a good enough player to not lose any drones to a single Zealot.
I'm a little bit surprised that Sheth's going to take such a fast third base against MC's opening. I think he's really setting him up to some awkward gateway timings. Warp Gate is going to be done so fast, Kevin.
Yeah, it could be done. Well, he has quite a bit of Chrono Boost saved up, but you're right, man. If MC decides to go for some of those crazy 6 or 7 gates, you remember the Red Bull Battlegrounds where MC... Wow, this is a ridiculously quick Roach Warren, by the way, though, man. Sheth has 18 drones and he's making a Roach Warren. And he's manning gas.
And he's making a Spine Crawler. That really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, I agree. Sheth, what do you know that we don't know?
I mean, when
Sheth doesn't know anything.
When you see Sheth doing this, you have to feel like he's going to do some kind of crazy all-in. He's a very deliberate player, and he has good refined builds, so I think you have to feel like we're going to see a big swell of roaches here, but he just doesn't have that many resources. He can afford 4 or 5 roaches.
He's going to research link speed right now. Pylon will get warped in. Beautiful warp in there by MC.
Very clutch warp in there by MC, keeping Sheth out of his face.
Out of my face. Out of your face.
Get out of my house.
That was part of Scary Movie 1 as well. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this movie with you, man. One day, after a long day of work, I'm going to give you some drinks and we're going to watch Scary Movie 1. That's going to be the best time you ever had in your life. You're going to know what living life is again.
Well, man, we've had some pretty good times.
That's true.
If Scary Movie 1 takes the title, then I feel kind of bad for some of the other stuff we've done.
No, that's how good Scary Movie 1 is, man. Sheth is going to scout the natural expand here from MC, and he will see there are no additional simulators down, so with roaches he should eventually be fine. But Sheth only has 33 drones, man. It's 33 drones against 40 probes.
He's been chrono boosting probes, which is really nice. He's also applying some heavy pressure. I do think that Sheth should hold this with not too many losses. Actually, I'm a little bit worried that MC is overextending by attacking like this.
One Stalker is definitely going to fall as these links are nibbling away. Actually, they're not nibbling away anymore, man. What's happening? It's a 1 HP Stalker.
He does, of course, eventually go down. More Stalker reinforcements coming in, though. And, well, Zergling speed will finish up, and that's what
certainly
Sheth
these
really
22
needs.
Zerglings that are in production right now will shut everything down that MC had in mind. MC is going to take big losses over here, Ben. Yes, Sheth was low on workers, and yes, MC forced out a ton of units right now. He's up 13 probes. If you take a look at the units lost resource step, we can see that MC clearly lost quite a bit more than Sheth did.
Robo just now starting for MC.
Yeah, and MC also has absolutely zero tech behind
this.
this.
Is scary, man. Doesn't have a forge, doesn't have any cannons. Roach Ling is, well, Sheth's gonna drone.
Yeah, I don't think Sheth is able to do something with all the units he has out on the map right now. He just lost an Overlord. He's not producing an Overlord yet, so that means that he's not able to produce any workers for the full 25 seconds. Just double check that, it wasn't 30, but 25.
And MC is warping in a lot of sentries just because he knows how incredibly vulnerable he is right now. But like you said, it's going to be a little tough for Sheth to get a whole lot done here.
I don't think he can get anything done. I think what he could have hoped for is that MC tried to go super greedy up to 3 base. Then he could have used all those units he made to counter. This is a full wall up. Eventually, of course, MC can, is able to take out this neutral supply depot. But he gets 2 cannons behind this as well. But I mean, this is the beauty of Zerg, Ben. If you have 3 hatcheries in this phase, well, MC, well, Ben, how often do we have to see this? Even MC, arguably the greatest Protoss player on Earth, together with Rain and Seed and Hero.
Certainly the winningest of all time.
Yes. I don't get it.
All I can guess is that this bush secretly blocks movement.
I don't think that's the case, man.
I don't either, Kev.
I've seen that with Baneling Bust. Did not work. Would be awesome if it's like Banelings roll through and suddenly they get caught up.
Bush
and,
is like,
and the bush like lifts up and the Banelings like they get catapulted right into this room. It's like, no, that would be funny. Additional macro hatchery going up for Sheth. Sometimes I just visualize the silliest things. It makes me laugh. Stage Pit is on the way for Sheth as well. Sheth, of course, did overtake MC right now in the worker count, but MC bought enough time for himself to go up to 3 bases. I don't know, Ben. I feel this is not all that bad for Sheth. This should be a position of which he's able to work from.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad for Sheth. MC's upgrades aren't way ahead. His tech's a little bit slow. He committed a lot to that attack. I think if MC had not lost all those stalkers, that he'd be in a much better position than he actually is.
Gonna try to go for that Zergling run by, but there are 2 Zealots and hello, Immortal.
I think given the fact that MC did lose as much as he did to that, while making that choice to be aggressive, I think it brings the game pretty close to even.
No hive tech yet on the way, even though I think Sheth could definitely pull off a hive tech by now. He never saw the Nexus going up over here, but he did see the army positioned over here when he tried to run by with the links. So he should be pretty damn sure of what's going on. He's going to take his port base as well, Ben, and he's producing roaches and infestors, but still no hive tech.
Yeah, he's I guess gonna just get really aggressive. This is one of the old school ways to play the matchup, where you just sort of max out pre-hive and then get busy. That said, Sheth doesn't have that much supply, man. He's only at 135 supply here, 13 minutes into the game.
Making 4 overlords now at once, and he has quite a bit of a bank, so I think he will be able to max out within well, roughly 70-80 seconds. War Prism in production right now for MC, Ben. Do you think MC is going to try to make something happen?
That's what it looks like. The Prism almost always points towards aggression. And you really don't need it for defensive war pins.
Look at this 007. Oh. MC spots in. MC like, you're not one of mine.
I think it's so funny the way changelings die.
Yeah,
like the Zealot changeling, he looks really silly. He's like, no, and then he just falls over.
I think how Infested Terrans die is the best, when they shoot themselves through the hell. Penulance is ready. Neuroparasite is not being researched though, and considering the fact, Ben, that it's going to be Immortal Stalker, imagine if Neuro would have been ready and he would be able to Neuro the Immortals. It would be Idra's favorite army composition.
Roach Immortal.
Roach Immortal. It's pretty good against Stalkers.
MC's got a pretty small army. I would not advise him to leave his base right now. Oh, here comes Sheth.
He's going to need really good force fields. He will be able to trap well.
Yeah, wow, MC.
But he needs more. He gets more.
MC, so good with the force field.
But still, man.
Well, now he's locked himself in.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
No, I mean, I think he's actually find more good force fields going down. He's going to be able to cut off a few Lings and Roaches.
And he's just going to keep pounding away. Sheth's going to drop some Infested Terrans. This is going to add a lot of damage output to this army. MC should back up a little bit.
Well, MC's fine.
He's just going to stand and bang.
It's MC, man. And actually, Ben, these Infestors, they won't be able to retreat. They're too slow. Blink forward by MC. Sheth is going to be able to. Sheth is going to be forced to take another fight that perhaps he didn't want to. He's taking out quite a few Stalkers, but those Immortals, man.
Those Immortals, and MC comes out of that in great shape. Those
9 empty energy Infestors.
It's a sad day for those guys. Where's the Warp Prism? Yeah, that's okay, just warped in a little bit behind the army of MC. It'll be coming up with the rest of this push. MC, of course, going to continue blinking aggressively. Wants to kill all of these Infestors if he can. Looks like at least a couple of them will get away.
What great fortunes there by MC.
It's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. People that don't get excited over force field are boring. You hear that, Greetorp? I just called you. No, I don't mean that.
Because of his block.
Yeah. Greetorp really hates force field.
Blink.
MC does manage to get a handful of his units caught a little bit carelessly, but he's going to be killing the base.
He doesn't have a lot of force fields over here, though, Ben, so he should be sort of careful.
He's got a ton of Blink Stalkers, though.
38 Zerglings. They still have 60 Infestors, but of course they're still relatively low on energy.
I mean, it looks like MC should be fine no matter what, but he has got to be careful not to get himself completely surrounded and caught by Roachling Infestor. Like, if he's totally surrounded, he could lose this army.
So far, so good though for MC. Sheth is going to try to make it happen once more. Baits the force field. That was the only sentry in the mix. Look at this little guy. He's like, guys, did I do a good job? And the Immortals are like, you did fine, son. But meanwhile, the Immortals are to the Stalkers. Man, this guy sucks. Let's get a new sentry.
MC's on pure Blink Stalker. The Stalkers don't really talk much. They just blink around.
So it's like, what?
Immortal's like, hey, bro, did you see that force field? Stalker's like, blink.
Another forward blink here by MC, running towards the natural Sheth. Sheth is going to have a really hard time getting up this ramp.
Yeah, he's never going to get up that ramp. Instead, he's just going to counterattack. What does MC have back at home? He realizes what's happening. He is going to warp in a lot of Stalkers. He's going to definitely take some heavy damage.
What is a sideways boom? You wish the coolest thing ever. He was just rallied on the hatchery. We see all these links. If we could do that with some Michael Jackson music on the back, that would make my life. Kill it, just beat it. Don't you wanna beat it? Sheth is gonna try to counter over here. MC is retreating. He's saving a little bit of time with all these Stalkers, but look at this army, Ben. Blink.
Yeah, MC's going to come back home with everything. Going to blink right up on top of the Infestors. Yes, he'll lose some Stalkers, but he's going to kill every single Roach. And that should be GG game number 1. Great play out of MC. He really did show off some cool force fields.
Yeah, fantastic play by MC. 150 supply right now against 39. Do you think it would be possible to watch the Immortals or the instant replay?
Yeah, we'll try to get that queued up for you guys.
Because I would love to see that, and then maybe we can just sing, beat it! Man, that's so awesome. This is the best thing I've ever seen. But what a beautiful game, man, by MC. Just so many decisions, which I think so many other pros players, they would have screwed up one moment or the other. Sheth definitely did not play a bad game. MC just did everything what he did close to perfect.
Yeah. Sheth, of course, is not the kind of player that's ever going to give up when he feels like there's any chance whatsoever, and he is still mining. That does mean
there's a spike crawlers over here as well.
Small chance.
But,
yeah.
I mean, Protoss is still on 3 base. It's not like he's starved. And these Infestors, man, they are ready for a rude awakening.
Goodbye, Infestors.
GG.
GG gets called. MC takes game number 1, goes up 1-0 over Sheth.
You know, I kind of feel bad for Sheth because, again. We have to do it again. Like
you gotta play it forward and backwards.
Okay, yep, there we go. Just beat it. Wait, okay.
Well, actually, that's not the funny part at all.
No, look. Just beat it. Don't tell me that's not awesome.
Oh, we are so stupid. You know what, guys? That game was brought to you by Blizzard Entertainment. Thank you, Blizzard, for your partnership and for the production that you allow us to do here at the North American Star League. We're going to take a quick break, try to compose ourselves as we get ready for game number 2, Sheth versus MC. Stick around, guys. More StarCraft still to come.